people who are housebound and are receiving universal credits, how do they assign? How do I trust you to go shopping for me? How do I give you that?
They don't. That's why a prepaid card helps them shop on the internet.
But they don't have access to the internet.
By even with the utility companies, who equally, because the money people be getting directly will also be to cover their utility bills. So if they're not paying their utility bills, so what can you pull together which will appear attractive to all of those big players?
But we know in 2017, talking 6.5 million households are going to benefit from universal credit. So that equates to about 17.5 million individuals that are going to get some form of credit, whether that be for disabilities, health, or for social housing.
So one of the first thoughts we produced was that this really has to be something with a wider applicability to than just to universal credit, so that it can attract customers who are actually going to be making money for the product provider.
How can a mechanism be created that rewards the right behaviours? And because one of the things that's interesting, if you look at the working tax credit, which was a program that went live 7-8 years ago, and they did a big TV advertising campaign on it, and loads of people claimed working tax credit, and then 2 years later they found they overpaid it. So they went to everybody and go, oh, you've got to give it back now. So there's a huge fear around any of these programs. And what we want to make sure is that people aren't disenfranchised, so they get the benefits they're entitled to.
The important thing is to do it in a way that is using existing technology, making the best of technology and varying it as it itself develops, and actually getting to the point where if the government in 4 or 5 years' time said, that's not enough of this, we're going to do something else, you haven't wasted that. What you've got is you've got a client who's actually using the service, who you've educated and supported, who actually becomes a meaningful member of the community and doesn't feel stigmatized. I think that's important, that we shouldn't lose sight of that. Yes, we want to make money, but actually we're also doing something to improve the status of such individuals and encouraging them to become better members of the community, which I think is good for all of us. I think that's very important.